them was Abu Sufyan, Abu Jahl. You know, these two, especially these two individuals, they had power, they had money, they had business. So in Mecca, all those idol worshippers, they used to come to Hajj, right? They had their own Hajj, but they had idols inside of Kaaba, around Kaaba. They used to worship idols in Mecca, in Kaaba. And these people, these rich people, they used to use this idea of worshipping idols in order to rule on these people. And all of a sudden, this prophet came with this message that all these idols need to be taken out, need to be removed. And the only God to deserve to be worshipped is Allah, right? And that's his message, La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah. All these gods should go out. No one should worship it because they don't deserve to be worshipped. You just made it with your own hand, and now you're asking these idols to solve your solutions. This is the most ridiculous idea, you know. In reality, you create something with your own hand and you go start worshipping that idol. The same thing Ibrahim did, the same thing other prophets did, right? For now, these rich people, they don't have any problem with that. This Abu Sufyan, which is the most rich person in that city and also around that city, and also Abu Jahl, who is the uncle of Prophet, Abu Jahl was his uncle, they don't have any problem to worship one God. They don't have they don't have problem because they saved themselves. They used to go to Abdul Muttalib or others that tell this Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we don't have any problem. You preach people whatever God they want to worship, but tell him that we have business here. You're saying that these slaves are free from now on? And how we can run our business? If you free them from tomorrow, from now on, I have to pay these slaves. If I have paid these businesses, these workers, which are my slaves, so how can I run my business? So always, the oppressor, when you ask your right from them, they would come with this idea. It's not possible. How it's possible without slavery this economy can run properly? It's not possible. The same thing, this argument, maybe less than 100 years ago, I don't know, I'm not sure exactly, less than 100 years ago, many countries, they were dealing with slavery in some point, in some way. When you go and ask your right, they will say, no, it's not possible. How it's possible? This slave from yesterday, he was my slave, and today he's free? And they used to mock Prophet because of this idea. Because the Prophet came that, no. Yeah, La ilaha illallah tuflihu. If you say La ilaha illallah, if you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only, you will succeed. But it's not only this word. When you say La ilaha illallah, means no one is master but him. You cannot be master for anyone. He's only the master, right? So the problem started. They start bothering the Prophet, preventing the Prophet to preach. And Abu Sufyan, I'm going to go a little bit further. He succeeded, the Prophet. He went to Mecca, migrated to Medina, and he established a government, an Islamic government, right? And he, after years, he came back to Mecca with power. This is all, everyone knows it, right? So he migrated in Medina with bunch of slaves, workers. Some very few they were good enough in terms of financial and status in the society, but most of them they were in a lower level in their society. When they come back from Medina and they conquered Mecca, with the help of God, of course, because they didn't have anything. So there were some group of people that when they saw that these Muslims and Muhammad had succeeded, and he has now everything in power in his hand, he said, okay, we're Muslim. They call him Talaqa. Talaqa means those people, they were freed by Prophet. And Muslims, those Muslims that they used to be tortured by these oppressors, by these mushrikeen, by these powerful people, they were very mad at these mushrikeen, right? And they have now power. And some of them, they were trying to go attack to these mushrikeen to say, no, they are not real, they're not honest. They're just saying it. And then Prophet said, no, we're not going to do the same as they did to us. We forgive. Even though maybe you know that this guy is saying Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, only these words. He just, maybe some of them they have planned, yeah, right? If you're a smart guy, and this guy is a businessman, he has power, he had power, now all of a sudden he changed his mind, he has something in his mind. And Abu Sufyan was one of those people. Abu Sufyan, by the way, is a grandfather of Yazid. I'm going to go to that point. So Abu Sufyan became Muslim almost 6 months before the departure of the Prophet. 6 months. 6 months before the departure of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He became Muslim and the Prophet departed this world. Saqifa happened. They decided to choose a Khalifa by themselves, even though they saw Ghadir. I'm not going to go in detail to that because it's not my topic. But they decided to have a Khalifa, have a leader instead of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. And Ali wasn't part of those people to choose who is going to be leader, even though Ali was the closest person to Prophet. They chose, and then, by the way, before the departure of Prophet, he himself asked, Abu Sufyan and some others, get out of Medina now. Because he knew that if you stay, you're going to do something. You're going to, use your status and do something while I'm, departing this world. So just go and leave this city. When he passed away, when Prophet passed away, he came back. Abu Sufyan came back to Imam Ali. See Ali, did you see other Muslims what they did? You don't want to do anything? So you want to use Ali ibn Abi Talib والسلام, to put something in that society to bring and break a war or something, right? Because he want to, achieve something. He has an agenda. He has a rich person. He was the most cruel and serious enemy to Prophet. Till the end, he was very serious in his, hatred toward Prophet and Muslims. It's very clear in Muslim history, in Islamic history. And then you know what? Ali alayhi salatu wasalam responded that it's not your business. It's between Muslims. They did something. It's not your business. Don't try to, make something here. Try to use me. So he was wise enough. Of course, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. Passed. He didn't succeed. He was old, pretty old. At the end of his life, he became blind even. Till the second Khalifa, his son became governor in Sham. One of the the city or country for Muslim. He became, Muawiyah, the son of Abu Sufyan, became a powerful in Sham, a governor. He started ruling, and it's a very interesting and of course sad as well that most of the governor in different cities, they used to be changed and removed after a while. You know, no other government stay in his seat and power as Muawiyah did. Imagine, second Khalifa finished, third Khalifa came, he was still there. So he made a very huge amount of wealth and also power and influence in Sham. And Sham was a new Muslim, basically, area. They were not like Medina or other cities that they became Muslim earlier. They became Muslim later. So he had power, and these Muslims were bombarded by his propaganda. When Imam Ali ﷺ got the Khilafat, the fourth Khalifa, from the beginning he said, no, he needs to be out. I cannot deal with Muawiyah. They used to come to Imam Ali and saying, look, this guy is he has influence, he has power in this city, just leave him for now. You just got the Khilafat, you just got the leadership, just deal with him, have patience with him, to pass, to get, you know, more strength and power, and then you can do something with it. Ali ibn Abi Talib said, no. If the Prophet was there, would Prophet do something? Or he just let someone who is, everyone knows that he's collecting wealth from the Baytul Mal, from the money of Muslims. Even the second Khalifa, when he went to Sham, he saw that he has a very beautiful and luxury palace, and he said himself that I'm Khalifa, I'm the leader, and I have a donkey to ride, and I have a modest life. What happened to you that you have like these all securities and all these gold and silvers, or all these beautiful, you know, luxury jewelries, palaces? So the idea of having a palace and make that Khilafah as a kingdom and make Khalifa the leader of Muslims, which is supposed to be representative of the Prophet, became a seat or a position to just show off, to show people that how much strength I have, how much I'm powerful, to dictate on people, to rule on people based on fear, not mercy as Prophet did, right? The Prophet used to rule people based on his mercy, his kindness, but he ruled people based on his anger, his dictatorship. And you can say that dictatorship really started from that time. So Imam Ali ﷺ didn't deal with him. He said, no, this is not right. And I'm a Khalifa, a leader of Muslims. I'm not going to do the same thing that these people are doing. He said, no, he cannot be in that seat anymore. He started a war with him. I'm sure most of you are aware of it. And that war called Siffin. Siffin, Muawiyah started that war, and they used to write letters in Nahjul Balagha, many letters from Muawiyah and to Imam Ali ﷺ, and his response is very interesting too. It's very good to read those letters to expand the knowledge of our knowledge toward Islamic history. The war started, and obviously at the end, Imam Ali's army almost was winning that war, but there is a advisor for Muawiyah called Amr ibn As. Amr ibn As was a very evil, smart guy. When he saw that everything is turning toward Amir al-Mu'mineen ﷺ, the Khalifa of that time, the leader of that time, which was chosen by people And this Khalifa, this leader, is trying to just remove a governor and put another, replace it. It's a very basic right of a leader, right? When you get a leader, you can choose and replace someone. But he didn't accept it. The war broke, and Ali ibn Abi Talib was almost winning his army. They put Quran, papers of Quran in arrows or spear. And then they called that we don't have any fight with you, we're all Muslims. We believe in these papers, this Quran, and you believe in this Quran too. So don't fight with us. Some of the Imam Ali's army start complaining that, oh Ali, you're really fighting with this Quran? And then Imam Ali ﷺ said that famous narration that Al-Quran al-Natiq, Ana Quran al-Natiq, I'm a Quran that who speaks. I'm ruling Quran, right? I'm ruling based on Quran, and this is only paper. And this is a trick, because he knows that he almost is losing, he's using Quran. And the Khawarij came out with that. I'm not going to go in detail. This war finished, and Imam Ali ﷺ got murdered by one of those people that they were misguided by that trick. They used to say Ali is kafir, na'udhu billah. I seek refuge to Allah. Ali is kafir because he's fighting with Quran. He's fighting with those papers. He got murdered by Ibn Muljam, which he was Khawarij. And Imam Hassan alayhi salatu wasalam time start. He had governed 6 months, Muslim Ummah. After that, he didn't have any followers, good companion. And then at the same time, Muawiyah had a very powerful influence in Muslim Ummah in that time, in Sham, and used propaganda. Imam Hassan ﷺ accepted an agreement, a treaty. And that treaty, Imam Hassan wrote, which Muawiyah signed it too, that after you cannot choose Khalifa, leader. There should be a group of people from Muslim Ummah to choose your next Khalifa. But again, when Muawiyah got the power of all Muslim, imagine from Iran to different countries that they just became Muslim, right? They had a lot of wealth. They used to pour those wealths to one place, which is the Khilafah, which is the city of the leader. So he had all the money. He used to buy members, scholars. He used to buy narrators sometimes to just fabricate and create fake narrations. And this thing goes that much that they used to curse Ali ibn Abi Talib on minbar. This is, in Islamic history. Both school of thought. You can find it. So when you see, this is a very short and brief history. I don't know how much I was successful to deliver that brief history, but when you look at this history, you find that these Muslims were bombarded with fake teaching about Islam. And the Islam, as Imam al-Husayn stated, that your religion doesn't have spirit. You pray Salah, you read Quran, but this is just a without spirit teaching. What was the main teaching, the main purpose of all the prophets based on Quran? To rule based on justice, right? When you look at these people, these khulafa, some of them, Muawiyah, Yazid, you understand that these people, they don't have anything that related to justice. not their life, not the way they rule, not the way they behave. And Yazid was so obvious. Yazid was the worst. Yazid was the worst and worse and worse, that even the people, not only Ahlul Bayt, they start speaking up to Muawiyah. You're appointing someone, first of all, this is your son, and this guy this guy has affair to, different affairs. This guy is something, plays with, different animals, dogs, monkeys. This is all famous about him. And he continuously and repeatedly drinks, and everyone knows it. Not only in private, but in public, he doesn't care. And you're appointing him as Khalifa, Khalifatullah, Khalifatul Rasul, someone who is representing Rasulullah. Seriously, you want to do it? But he did it. There is a poetry, Yazid was raised in desert. Maysuna, his mom, was divorced while she was pregnant, or she was basically getting feed from the milk of his mother. So it was very young age, or maybe she was pregnant, she divorced from Muawiyah. So this woman, which was Christian tribe before, she went to desert. Some people, they were Bedouins. They used to live in desert. So he grew up in that area. So imagine the mindset of this guy, right? That's why when you hear all these masa'ib, these incidents in Karbala, you don't get shocked. Yeah, these guys, they do it. Now they're doing it sometimes. Daesh, all these ideology, they come up, and in the name of Islam, they do things that you don't even imagine. Is it possible someone who is calling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, praying toward that qibla, and kills his brother this way? Right? It's not far if we understand the mindset of Yazid. This guy was raised in desert, and no teaching of Islam, no behavior, no ethic. And in Quran, قالت الأعراب آمنا, those Bedouins, they used to come to Prophet saying, "Oh Prophet, I have believed, so give me something." It's like asking Prophet money because they believe. Can you believe? If you believe, you don't ask your Prophet to give me something because I have believed in you, so you have to give me something. They had this kind of mindset, this thought. And then Quran saying, وَلَّمْ تُؤْمِنُوا, don't say you believe. قَالَتِ الْأَعْمَةِ وَلَكِنْ قُولُوا أَسْلَمْنَا, don't say you believe. You just Muslim, you just submitted. Believe is something يُدْخِلُ الْإِيمَانُ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ وَلَمَّا يُدْخِلُ الْإِيمَانُ. This belief should enter to your heart. It's not just saying it. So this Yazid, and you understand him. And all these people, they were around him, surrounded him. Some of them, they had hatred toward Ali and his family because of Badr and Khaybar, the battle that Amir al-Mu'mineen used to fight against their father because they were mushrik. Right? And they used to say when Ali Akbar went to the battlefield, they start saying he's Ali. He's that one that, his father, his grandfather did that to us. Did to our uncle. Did it to our father. So some of them, they had hatred, some of them because of interest of money or power, right? Some of them, they just came because they were fooled by propaganda that these people, even they're not Muslim. They're not even Muslim. Imam Sajjad was faced one of them, one of the hatred. He came and started cursing Imam Sajjad. He said, "Why you're cursing us?" He said, "Because you're Khariji. Because you're not Muslim." He said, "I'm the grandson of prophets. You know Zahra sallallahu alayha, you know Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you know all these people. He said, yes, I know. So I'm the grandson of those people. So these people were fooled by propaganda that much that they used to see the caravan is coming in Sham from Karbala. They used to call them, they are slaves, na'udhu billah, right? With all chain and everything. But they used to say that they're calling them slave, but they behave like prince and princess. They behave so gentle, so they have generosity with all these chain and all these clothes. How it's possible? They used to reach to Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. And then Zainab salamullah alayha, Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam start preaching people that they just understand and were shocked that, oh, they're not kafir, they're not disbelievers. They're the grandchildren of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. So if we see all these incidents happening in Karbala, we shouldn't be shocked. And another responsibility comes to us that, you know, sometimes powerful people, they use the mind of people, right? They spread news, and you understand today when you can see it, how much a fake news can go and spread, and everyone all of a sudden they start believing things. Like, you know, Islamophobia, one of them. You know, an obvious thing that majority of 99.9% of Muslims, they are peaceful. Maybe few of them, but those few, they become so bold that many people they don't even imagine that they can sit with a Muslim, maybe, some of them, right? There is a narration from Imam Sajjad, Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam. I have few minutes, inshallah. الناس عبيد الدنيا والدين لا يقع على ألسنتهم. Human are the slave of this world. عبيد الدنيا. This is, Imam said while he was going toward Karbala. When he saw all these things, you know, happening, and they know him, and they're trying to kill him and his family, and they don't even let him to change his direction to go another city. Because he used to ask them, if you don't let me to go to Kufa, let me go to another city, go to Ray or somewhere else. No, you have to go this way. And then he said, الناس عبيد الدنيا, human are slaves of this world. وَالدِّينُ لَعِقٌ عَلَىٰ أَلْسِنَتِهِمْ, and religion is something that they're just saying it. These tongues, they're saying, I'm Muslim, I'm a religious person. يَحُوتُونَهُ مَا دَرَّتْ مَعَائِشَهُمْ, as long as they are good in this world, they have money, they're good with the religion. As long as they have money, their stomach is full, they're good, they're happy. Little trial and test comes, start losing their faith. This is clearly Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam is saying, recite as loud salawat. When Yazid la'natullah alayhi brought the head of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam in that party, he was drunk. He was totally drunk, out. And he started reciting a poetry. He was a poem, nice poem. He recited a poetry that, look at this, what happened to Bani Hashim, the grandchildren of Prophet. How miserable they are. Look at them. And if my granddad and my grandmothers and uncles were here, they would for sure proud of me, because they were killed by their dad, Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam, in Badr and Uhud, early battle in Islam. And who said that Muhammad was a prophet? No revelation. It was just They are using this, see, the Khalifa of Muslim, he doesn't even believe that there is a revelation, there is Wahy, there is Quran. He doesn't believe even in his poetry. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us and guide us to this occultation time. This is a very crucial time for Muslim Ummah. And inshallah Muslim Ummah can be awake and awakened. And the incident of Ashura is one of the very important factor and element that can wake Muslim Ummah. The tragedy of Karbala, the tragedy of Imam al-Husayn alayhi salatu wasalam, the sacrifices of Imam al-Husayn alayhi salatu wasalam. There is a huge similarity between Imam al-Husayn and Imam Mahdi ajjalallahu ta'ala farajuhu sharif. Recite the last salam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the reappearance of Imam al-Hujjah ajjalallahu ta'ala farajuhu sharif, and be, all of us inshallah, be part of his soldiers, his companion, his helper, those people that they respond the call of Imam Zaman ajjalallahu ta'ala farajuhu sharif, those people that they are not late to respond the call of Imam Mahdi ajjalallahu ta'ala farajuhu sharif. Recite the last salah, please. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka ya Mazlum ya Atshan. وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. شب Hazrat Abbas, everyone. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى all the hearts of believers, these words, the beautiful name of Imam al-Husayn. One more time, everyone. Assalamu ala al-Husayn wa ala Ali ibn al-Husayn wa ala the evening of Ashura is the loneliness of Imam al-Husayn and Ahlul Bayt. They are facing the most cruel enemy. But Imam al-Husayn has last hope. He has the last protector of Ahlul Bayt. Everyone knows that as long as Abbas is there, no one dares to attack to the tent of Bibi Zainab. This Abbas, known as a warrior, the man that Imam al-Hussein proud of him. Bibi al-Banin had sent Abbas to Karbala with one mission. Oh Abbas, your life is a gift for Hussein. You have to sacrifice your life for the children of Hazrat Zahra. Abul Faz, when he saw the loneliness of Hussein, he was the first one to ask permission, but Hussein couldn't let him go. Oh Abbas, as long as you're here, no one can get close to the Ahlul Bayt. He was walking around the tent. He saw a scene that he couldn't let it go. When he saw the tent of the children, when the children was taking off their shirts and they were touching and putting their stomach on the sand of Karbala, that their stomach can get cooler out of thirst, they went to Abbas. Oh uncle, we need water. You're our Saqqal. Hazrat Abul Faz went to Imam al-Hussein. Eventually, he gave him permission. He ran to the river of Furat. Eventually, by all his efforts, he reached to the river. He tended to drink water, but he remembered the third of the children of Hussein. He couldn't drink water. He filled up his container. He let his horse drink water. He ran to the tent. You know, Abbas, no one can fight with him one by one. One person called. You don't know Abbas, no one can fight with him. Go surround him. They surrounded Abul Faz. All of a sudden, one person strike his right hand. They cut his right hand. He continued riding the horse with one hope to bring the water to the children. They cut his left hand, but he has still his container. He holds the container with his teeth. The arrows were striking to the body of Abul Faz, his eye, his body. One person called, if you want to finish him, you have to aim to the container. One arrow shot to the container. The narration said, وَقَفَ الْعَبَّاسِ. Abbas stopped, was confused. How can I go back to the tent without water? I promised bringing the water to the children. Imagine you have no hands, arrows on on your body and your eye. You're trying to take out the arrow from your eye. You use your knees and on your hand, but you don't have a hand to take the arrow out from your eye. At this point, one cruel enemy, he struck to the head of Abul Fadl. Abul Fadl was fell from horse without any hand to protect himself. He called his brother, Ya Akha Adrakni. The first one is calling his brother. He used to call Imam al-Hussein, oh my master. Imam al-Hussein ran to the battlefield. He found the body of Abul Fadl in pieces. There is a famous narration, Al-an inkasara dhahri. Imam al-Hussein said, now my back is broken, فانقطع رجائي. My hope is gone. Ya Abul Fadl, Ya Abul Fadl. عطش بود و عباس بود و مشکی پر آب. عطش بود و صد لاله در التهاب. عطش خاندان اهل بیت، این لاله های بنی هاشم، بچه های بنی هاشم، بچه های حسین بیتابند. به یک دست مشکی پر از آب داشت، دلی از غمش بیتاب داشت. دلی بود در بند مشکی اسیر، زهر سوتنش زیر رگبار تیر. ز دست علمدار افتاد مشت، شد از داغ زقا زمین غرقش. به دندان نگه داشت او مشک را، به آتش کشید و دل عشق را. غریبی بی زینب شروع شد. یا عباس، تا وقتی که شما هستید کسی جرأت نزدیک شدن به خیمه ها ندارد. امام شاید دارن آماده میشن برای اصالت. و آن سو امامش گرفتار بود، دلش پیش سجاد بیمار بود. Everyone 3 times. یا حسین، یا حسین، یا حسین. ابل فاز، 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 ابل فاز. سقای دشت کربلا ابل فاز، ابل فاز، ابل فاز. سقای دشت کربلا ابل فاز، ابل فاز، ابل فاز. دستش شده از تن جدا ابوالفضل 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 دستش شده از تن جدا ابوالفضل 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 من قوتی دیگر به تن ندارم 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 دستی دگر چون در بدن ندارم ابوالفضل 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 سقام و رنگ از تشنگی پریده ابوالفضل 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 لب تشنه و دست از بدن بریده ابوالفضل 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 دریای اشک از چشم ما گرفته ابوالفضل 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 هر قطره خون که از بازویت چکیده ابوالفضل 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 از حنجر خشک تو دوست دارم انی احامی ابدا عن دینی ابوالفضل 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 سقای دشت کربلا ابوالفضل 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 دستش شده از تن جدا ابوالفضل 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 سقای دشت کربلا ابوالفضل 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 دستش شده از تن جدا ابوالفضل ابوالفضل یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین.
Brothers, when I say why Husaynam, you hit your chest off 3 times. باز این چه شورش است باز این چه شورش است باز این چه شورش است که در خلق عالم است باز این چه شورش است باز این چه شورش است که در خلق عالم است باز این چه نوحه و چه عذاب و چه ماتم است باز این چه نوحه و چه عذاب و چه ماتم است سرهای قدسیان همه بر زانوی غم است سرهای قدسیان همه بر زانوی غم است گویا عزای اشرف اولاد عالم است گویا عزای اشرف اولاد عالم است زینب به سرزنان بهر چه می رود زینب به سرزنان بهر چه می رود با ناله و فغان سوی که می رود با ناله و فغان سوی که می رود او را چه می شود نامه که می برد یاسین می رود کنار نور دو عینش حسینش حسینش می رود ببیند نعش حسین حسینش حسینش وای حسینم everybody وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم دم به دم میزند فریاد با حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم باز این چه شورش است باز این چه شورش است که در خلق عالم است باز این چه شورش است که در خلق عالم است باز این چه نوحه و چه عذاب و چه ماتم است این کشته فتاده به هامون حسین توست این صید دست و پا زده در خون حسین توست این نخل ترک از آتش جان سوز تشنگی دور از زمین رسانده به گردون حسین توست باز این چه شورش است باز این چه شورش است که در خلق عالم است باز این چه نوحه و چه عذاب و چه ماتم است. سرهای قدسیان همه بر زانوی غم است. گویا عزای اشرف اولاد عالم است. زینب به سرزنان بهر چه می رود؟ زینب به سرزنان بهر چه می رود؟ با ناله و فغان سوی که می رود، با ناله و فغان سوی که می رود. او را چه می شود نامه که می برد؟ می رود کنار نور دو عینش حسینش می رود ببیند نعش حسینش وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم وای حسینم.
سکینه ای بلبل نالان من، سکینه ای بلبل نالان من، سکینه ای شمع شبستان من. عمو فدای تو و دیده گریان تو، گریه مکن بیش از این عمو به قربان تو. عمو فدای تو و دیده گریان تو، عمو فدای تو و دیده گریان تو. گریه مکن بیش از این عمو به قربان تو. سوخته ای از قمر یک سر بنیاد من، ز شعله زد این دل فرجان من. عمو فدای تو و دیده قریان تو، عمو فدای تو و دیده گریان تو. گریه مکن بیش از این عمو به قربان تو. برای آب اینقدر ناله و افغان مکن، دل مرا چون دلت کار و پریشان مکن. عمو فدای تو و دیده گریان تو، گریه مکن بیش از این عمو به قربان تو. مرده عمویت مگر که اشک ریزی چنین، بیا به دامان من ز مه یک دم نشین. عمو فدای تو و دیده گریان تو، گریه مکن بیش از این عمو به قربان تو. خودتون صلوات.
عمو عباس عطر گل یاسر، خدای احساس عمو عباس. او ربن فضل مرد همه مردا، تنها امید ما عمو عباس. یه عمو دارن قدش رشیده، به خدا هیچکی مثل اون ندیده. یه عمو دارن که پهلوونه، همه میگن که مایه آسمونه. یه پهلوونه مایه آسمونه. عمو عباس عطر گل یاسر، خدای احساس عمو عباس. اون بر فضل مرد همه مردا، تنها امید ما عمو عباس. چشمای بوی سیاش همه مردونگیاش، دنیا رو دیوونه کرده. آخر معرفت بوی صبر و غیرت، دنیا رو دیوونه کرده. دنیا رو دیوونه کرده. عمو عباس عطر گل یاسر، خدای احساس عمو عباس. اون اول فضل مرد همه مردا، تنها امید ما عمو عباس عطر گل یاس خدای احساس عمو عباس اون ابوالفضل مرد همه مردا تنها امید ما عمو عباس یه عمو دارن قدش رشیده به خدا هیچکی مثل اونا ندیده یه عمو دارن که پهلوونه همه میگن که مایه آسمونه یه پهلوونه مایه آسمونه عمو عباس عطر گل یاسر خدای احساس عمو عباس everybody اون ابوالفضل مرد همه مردا تنها امید ما عمو عباس عطر گل یاسر خدای احساس عمو عباس اون ابوالفضل مرد همه مردا تنها امید ما عمو عباس صلوات
Where's my Abbas gone?
Where's my Abbas gone?
Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Oh, boss, you were my uncle. Oh, boss, you were my brother. Oh, boss, you were my son. Like you, there was no other. You went to search for water. You searched so far and wide. You went for your brother's daughter. You searched for her, you died. Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? You hear the thirsty children. You hear them and you heard. Their hopes are slowly dimming, so you hide out to Farad. Your brother was your master. Before him you'd never drink. To Farad you rode much faster. For the Khair you only think. Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? The thirst, how it paints them. You hear it in your mind. Al-Tash, Uncle Abbas, why were they so unkind? Your mask is full of water. You come to the camp with a pen. You bring this for his daughter, but you never see her again. Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Oh, Yazid, may Allah bless you. You denied Hussein some water. You killed his 6 month son and you tortured his little daughter. Shackled and tormented her. Look, her earrings have now gone. She asked her heavenly father, where has my boss gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Oh, Zainab was your brother, the one who stood by you. His support was like none other. His heart was pure and true. Look Zainab to the river. Look there and you alone. For there is the children's savior, who's hurting all alone. Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Oh, Muslims, when you're thirsty, remember the thirst of Abbas. He rode out to the river, but would not break his fast. If Hussein had not had water, and Ruqayyah's lips are dry, then Abbas will not have water, then Abbas would rather die. Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Oh, Abbas, the selfless brother, you showed such qualities. The bravery of your mother, the patience of Ali. This world so many suffering, there is just so much wrong. Now we your Ummah are asking, where has my boss gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where's my Abbas gone? Where is my Abbas gone? Where is my Abbas gone?
Where is my
آمدم از جنان مادر من فاطمه من عاشق تو هستم جدا شده دو دستم منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس کجایی می‌بینی مادرم ام البنین عباست افتاده از سر زین بر زمین کجایی می‌بینی مادرم ام البنین عباست افتاده از سر زین بر زمین رهو بر من بستن فرق مرا بشکستن منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس من گلزار علی مرتضایم حافظ پرچم خونین کربلایم برادر حسین جان بیا سوی القمر آمده از جنان مادر من فاطمه من عاشق تو هستم جدا شده دو دستم منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس کجایی بیبینی مادرم ام البنین عباست افتاده از سر زین بر زمین برادر حسین جان بیا سوی القمر آمده از جنان مادر من فاطمه راهو بر من ببستن دو بازویم بشکستن منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس منم یا ایها الناس باب الحوائج عباس
Recite aloud salat, please. Inshallah, we're going to have a majlis last night and tomorrow night, and also the Tuesday, which we start from 11. It's Ashura Day, and we continue with Jawad and some a'mal, and then prayer, and then inshallah serving food. And also that night, Tuesday night, we're going to have another majlis that inshallah mourn with the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam. And also I think most of you are aware that it's strongly recommended in the day of Ashura that believers leave this worldly life and mourn with the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam and remember the cause and the suffering of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam. Inshallah, most of you, all of you are welcome to be here at 11, inshallah, Tuesday day, inshallah. And also I'm very thankful for brothers and sisters that are helping every day, every night from the kitchen, Brother Shahab, Brother Muhammad, and Brother Hamid, Brother Wahadi, and sisters, Sister Medina, Sister Lina, Sister Hajar, Sister Zahra, which they're working with children while we are here and commemorating the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam, and also all Noah Khans, Brother Abu Zar, Brother Yasir, Brother Amin, Brother Hamid, and also Brother Israfil, which is not here. Please remember them in your du'as. These people, they work, they donate their time. It is the most precious thing in their life, and give the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. Remember them in your du'a. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا خير خلق الله، السلام عليك يا علي بن أبي طالب وصي رسول الله، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا حسن بن علي المجتبى، السلام عليك يا حسين بن علي الشهيد بكربلاء، السلام عليك يا علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي العسكري. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان يا بقية الله إمام الإنس والجان. عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل الله تعالى مخرجه وجعلنا من خير أنصاره وأعوانه والمستشهدين بين يديه. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل